All right, chest day, the best day. I like to open up with some heavy dumbbell presses again, just to get the heavy out of my system before we start doing our real training. I do 2 sets of this at max effort, as many reps as possible. Here we got the 150s. We're just pounding them out. Felt pretty good on this set. I haven't touched the 150s in a while, but they move pretty well. 10 reps, I think, something. I don't know. Don't really always count, but it felt solid. Now look at this burnout. This is what you got to do. Look at this slow negative rep. It's about 12, 13 seconds maybe. And then we just toss it. We're done. There we go. Next up, not really quite sure what this machine is called. I just threw some plates on it and got after it, as opposed to the last set where it was more just moving heavy weight. Here we're trying to isolate, really control, really get deep, slow, controlled reps. Looking pretty good here. Getting a little tired, but we gotta push through. All right. 2 sets maybe of that, maybe three if you're feeling good. Added a little extra weight. Put on the elbow wraps. The elbow wraps help me not get injured. It does make moving the weight slightly easier, for sure, but it minimizes the opportunity of injury. And if I'm injured, I can't train at all, and then I'm gonna get lose my gains. So there's really no point of not using tools to keep you healthier. Now, after the heavy pressing, we got to go into more isolation work. So I maybe do 3 sets of cable flies, really slow, controlled reps. But what I want you guys to take notice here is on these last few reps, how hard you got to grind and push and squeeze out every little bit you can. It gets harder. It's supposed to be hard. That's where you grow when it's hard. If you stop when it's hard, you're never going to get over those. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. But we're not done. I don't think so, at least. We're doing more. You gotta push yourself. Look at my face. I'm looking crazy as hell in the gym, but that's fine. I'm looking jacked as hell too. We're pushing for every rep. There we go. Now 3 sets of that, you'll be money. And we'll be moving on here in a bit. There we go. Skull crushers. Now we're going to hit the triceps a bit. I hit my triceps maybe 2 or 3 times a week on the chest days. And then I have a dedicated arm day. And then maybe a little bit on shoulder day. Triceps are the key to a bigger bench, bigger press. Say what you want. It's all triceps. You got small triceps, you're not going to be able to lock out reps. I learned this from Westside Barbell, Louis Simmons, the best of the best. I superset this with close grip presses, hit my triceps. I mean, I don't know how much this is. The bar is 25, 45, 40, 90. Let's say 135 pounds. It's nothing crazy, but you're just getting work in. This is the classic, the rope cable extension. Everyone loves doing it. It doesn't show the best on camera, but you really want to spread the rope out at the end. Straight bar is also a really good option. I wanted to try the rope today. Sometimes I put my hands at the top of the rope. I don't know, just switching it up. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not a power lifter. I'm just a gym rat. Finishing off with the classic incline flies. I like to do a little twist variant on mine. I feel like it gets a little bit more of a squeeze out of it, especially on the eccentric. When you go out like that, see out like that, it's really hard. I feel a great stretch in the upper pecs doing this. Nice and slow reps. You can see how I train slower when it's necessary, more controlled when it's necessary. But when it's time to move big weights, you just got to move big weights. And it's not going to be perfect. I'm not a form police, but my muscle, I feel like, shows for itself. Thank you for watching this video. More to come. Like, subscribe, all the bullshit. Signing off.